Hey guys, Marty of NogretZ.com here again. I'm going to show you this time how to apply a decal and how to go ahead and put the NogretZ on there. I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to cut these up into little pieces because we don't want, she doesn't want a pattern that looks like this. She wants a pattern that kind of goes up her arm a little bit. So we're going to cut these pieces up before we even apply them, before we ever take them off, take the backs off, because they're easier to cut and easier to control when they're like this. So that one I ruined because I cut too close, but that's all right. We're just going to have all right, so we'll come back once I have all these cut up. All right, we're back. I went ahead and I did all the cutting and I put the decals on. She kind of wants this line right here, which I think will look pretty cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our NogretZ and we're going to apply this. Now, I know I said don't do the hands with something, but these are small enough that they're not going to move too much if you move your hand. She is going to have to stay very still though. So after we do this, she's going to go and probably sit down with her hand propped up for about 2 hours so that it'll dry in and the tattoo will look nice and crisp. So this is what bottle NogretZ looks like. It comes with a metal tip right here. We're going to go ahead and apply it, and it's very easy. You just kind of squeeze on it, and I don't have to be perfect here because the decals are going to do the drawing for me. I'm just going to put the gel on. The gel has the consistency of, has the consistency of something like Neosporin or something along those lines. Again, I don't have to be perfect. The decals are going to do it for me. I'm just going to put a nice layer of NogretZ right on top of the skin there. Okay. I'm going to move her arm a little bit so that I can get a better angle. But again, we want to keep everything good. I'm going to get it on here. Again, you can see I get some on the sticker. It doesn't matter because the sticker is doing the drawing for me, the art for me. Now, the one thing about NogretZ is it works really well. And by really well, I mean that if you get it on something else, it's on there. I mean, you wash it off very quickly, but it's still going to be on there. Let me see, just a little bit right here. I'll show you an example real quick. All right, so now I have all of this, all of the areas that are skin inside the stencils. I got them all covered. So what we're going to do is in a second we're going to move Cheyenne to somewhere where she can sit down and watch TV for a couple hours. We don't want to take the stickers off until after it dries. And the reason is that if you take it off right now, that gel is going to smear. It's going to move around. And instead of a sharp, clean star, you're going to end up with a big blob. Nobody wants a blob. All right, let me show you something. This is on my finger right here. I wiped the tip of one of these off just like that, and then I grabbed the towel and wiped it off, and you can see it scarred my finger, or not scarred it, it stained my finger. It's not this stuff is very potent, and for it to get really dark you have to leave it on for 2 hours, but for it to just stain, it's quick. It's really quick. You might want to put gloves on while you're putting it on. I don't, because I don't have that much of a problem with not putting my hands on it, but if you get it on your clothes, it'll stain your clothes. If you get it on some hard surface, don't worry about it. It's not going to stain that, but it will stain your clothes and it will stain your skin very quickly. So be careful when you're putting this on. This stuff will stain you in other places. We'll come back we'll come back as soon as she takes it off, and then we'll come back after it's completely stained to see how it looks. We're back.
We finished we waited about 12. Sorry, we waited the night actually. We went ahead and went to sleep, and we're doing this the next day. And you can see the hands do get a little bit darker than the rest of it, but it's all pretty good and dark. It looks like a tattoo. All right, thanks guys.